Are you tired of toxic assholes ruining your fantasy football experience? Consider joining us at the Worthless Fantasy Federation. We run multiple different kinds of leagues. We have a 32-team NFL simulation style fantasy league. That's what most of our content is based around. You know, you can see the podcast episodes on the channel here that directly correlate to that league, but we also have a salary cap league where we have custom rules designed around a salary cap simulation. We have a 16-team Dynasty Superflex league. We have multiple best ball leagues. Next year, we'll be introducing another 32-team NFL simulation style league, a 16-team Dynasty IDP league, and another salary cap simulation league using IDP, and much more to come in 2025 and beyond. I pride myself in, building this community free of toxicity and the stuff that normally comes along with a fantasy football, free leagues that you find on Reddit or wherever. No toxic assholes here. We're just a group of people trying to have fun. Everybody's welcome. I don't care what walk of life you're from. You're welcome here. And I will do my best to help you have fun in fantasy football again. We are very active. I'm always available to help. If you're new to fantasy football, I have no issue helping you learn and get better. We have free leagues, we have paid leagues, we're expanding all the time and starting new leagues every year. So if you're looking for something different in fantasy football, something less toxic, something a little more serious, or if you're just looking to learn and you want a place to feel accepted and to make friends, consider joining the Worthless Fantasy Federation. Link to our Discord is in the description. Or if you wanted to just reach out and ask some questions, you can, comment here on YouTube. I will answer. You can reach out on Discord. Just join up in the Discord and DM me. I am WorthlessWatkins. I really hope you give us a shot. Thanks. All right, welcome degenerates to our first Madden 24 rebuild. This is going to be kind of a concept, episode here. I want to show what I meant when I talked about taking a team and building it up and rebuilding it over the course of, seasons and taking it to the Super Bowl. But with a little interesting twist here for our concept. We are starting with nothing. No players. If you look, go to our lineup here, starting as the Washington Commanders, but with a caveat. As you can see, we have no players. Not on offense, not defense, no special teams. Everything's a 0 overall. No players on the roster. I took the Washington Commanders roster and I traded away everybody I could and got as many first-round picks as I could. I think I have 10 first-round picks and a second-round pick in 2024. We're going with the Washington Commanders. They new owner, fan base that would really love a Super Bowl. We're going to go ahead and take and move them out of Washington, though. So while it's a Commanders rebuild, technically, we're not going to be the Commanders anymore. Where do we want to go? Mexico? St. Louis, though. St. Louis could use a new team. I'm from St. Louis. We were pissed when the Rams left because Stan Kroenke's a piece of shit. Let's go with St. Louis. Antlers, armadillos, aviators. Let's see what looks good. Well, there's already a St. Louis Blues hockey team. We can't do that. I think we're going to go with condors. I like the purple. It's got full fan interest. We're going to be the St. Louis Condors. The bird's nest. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and just sim to the start of the regular season. And it is going to auto-sign a bunch of free agents. Alright, here we go at the start of the regular season. You can see we have a 69 overall offense, 72 overall defense now. Take a look and see who they just randomly signed for us out of free agency. Not going to be anybody special, I imagine. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have a 77 overall star left guard. Okay. Carson Wentz is our quarterback. Snell is our running back. And a a bunch of nobodies at wide receiver. Okay, defense. We got some stars around that were in free agency. I mean, nobody especially fancy. I mean, some decent corners, though, that were all-star. Dantzler, Hayward Jr., Averett. But yeah, we're not, we're obviously not looking to win, so I don't really care who's there, depending on, how those guys do. Maybe we do re-sign a couple of them, but mostly we're looking to build through the drafts and free agency. Let's set our season goal. Obviously, we're deep in the tank here. We're not trying to win any games, so we're gonna go for 4 wins because that's the lowest you can set it. We're just gonna keep auto-generated draft class. I am gonna go through here and do the scouting real quick because we want to make sure that we have scouts for the best positions at least, and for what we're gonna need out front, and make sure they're in the right spot. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. Okay, we have all our scouts assigned and hired. Go through this opening day keys, even though it doesn't really matter. We are really just going to go ahead and sim to the mid-season and see how we do. Alright, here we are at week 8 mid-season, and we are 0-7. What a good start to the year. I love to see it. Take a look around here. Let's look at the second mock draft. Let's see all my picks. I'm projected to get the first 2 overall picks, the 6th pick, the 9th and 10th, 12th, 14th picks, 21st, and 31st. We'll obviously look more at these guys during free agency. We'll do kind of a deep dive into the draft class and who I want to pick up. Just out of curiosity, we'll see what the league looks like. Patrick Mahomes, Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins, passing leaders. Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, rushing leaders. Brandon Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, receiving leaders. Von Miller, Micah Parsons, Chase Young, sack leaders. Chase Young, who we traded away. Jabril Peppers, Emmanuel Forbes, Javon Holland, interception leaders. Emmanuel Forbes, somebody we traded away. Ray Greenlaw, Jordan Hicks, Levante David are your tackle leaders. We'll take a look here at all these players ready to negotiate to see if there's anybody we want to keep. Doesn't really look like anybody's interested in re-signing in the first place. I mean, we have $121 million in cap space. We'll re-sign Cameron Dantzler, star dev, 24-year-old cornerback's a good place to start. He'll progress nicely. We'll re-sign Cade York just so that we've got a kicker. I'm not too worried about anybody else. We'll pick up a bunch of people in free agency and through the draft, and free agency after the draft. All right, let's go ahead and sim to the end of the season, the playoffs. All right, here we are at the playoffs, 2-15. Who the hell did we beat? Who lost to this piece of shit team? Look at the playoff bracket. Bills and Falcons first seed. No teams immediately jump out as like not belonging, I guess. Giants 5th seed, Lions 7th seed, kind of surprising, I guess. Falcons being a 1st seed is kind of really surprising. Desmond Ridder must be having himself a year. Passing leaders through the regular season: Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow. Rushing leaders: Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley. Receiving leaders: CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen. Von Miller, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence. Sack leaders: Boyd, Emmanuel Forbes, and Grant Delpit are interception leaders. Damn. Sucks that we had to trade Emmanuel Forbes. Also, a middle linebacker being the interception leader is crazy. Ray Greenlaw, CJ Mosley, Michael Walker, who we also traded, I think. Or no, he starts on the Bears, doesn't he? Are your tackle leaders. I just want to see who the 2 teams are that we beat, because that's hilarious. We beat the Patriots in week 9, 18-14. And the 49ers in week 17, 19-14. That's absurd that we beat the 49ers. Okay. Let's dig into these college players just a little bit. Quarterbacks are all 100% scouted because we need one. Bernard Blackwell, projected as the #1 quarterback in the draft, top 5 projection. 6'3", 224 improviser, 21 years old, out of Memphis. A deep, B medium, A short, A under pressure. We'll have to wait and see what his shit is after the combine and stuff. A break sack. A trucking, B throw on the run. Okay. He could be a potential. Sammy Andrews, a strong arm, 6'3", 230, 22 out of Washington State. D short accuracy. Potentially elite throw power though. C throw on the run. D carrying though. Strong arm pocket quarterback. B play action. A deep and A medium is interesting, but a D on short is I'm gonna pick a quarterback in the top 5. I'll probably I would lean Bernard Blackwell there. Let's see this scrambler Eli Mixon. B's across the board. 6'2", 219 out of Clemson. Look at all those elite potentials. Change of direction, jumping, speed, throw power. A awareness, B break sack, A stam, B play action. Okay, he's a potential. I don't hate the look of him. We might just have to wait and come back after pro day and stuff to really deep dive these guys. I'm not super worried about it right now. It's not like we got the draft, coming up immediately. We'll go ahead and sim the Super Bowl, see who makes it. Super Bowl 58. Looks like it's between the Falcons and the Bills. Let's look at the yearly awards. Dak Prescott is your NFL MVP. Arthur Smith is your Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, CeeDee Lamb. This is in the NFC. Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. Damn, Cowboys had a year. Offensive Rookie of the Year is JSN. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Byron Young. Look at Emmanuel Forbes, man. If only we could have kept him. Dak Prescott, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb. Sean Gary, best linebacker. In the AFC, your Offensive Player of the Year is Josh Jacobs. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Zay Flowers. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Julius Brents. Interesting. Quarterback Joe Burrow, running back Josh Jacobs, wide receiver Tyler Boyd. Okay. J Watt for linebacker, Davius White for DB. All right, so let's look at the playoff bracket real quick. Jaguars upset the Ravens. Titans upset the Chiefs. And the Bills, of course, first seed all the way to the Super Bowl. Same thing with the Falcons, so it's the 1 seed versus the 1 seed. For all the Cowboys' sake, they couldn't make it past the 49ers. Didn't even make it to the NFC Championship. Nothing crazy here. First seed teams all the way to the Super Bowl. Still weird to me that the Falcons are a first seed team. Alright, we're going to go ahead and send it to the off season. Alright, let's see who won the Super Bowl. Bills win. Super Bowl MVP Tre'Davious White. Damn. Any notable retirements? Not really. A bunch of people you'd expect to retire, Adam Thielen, Aaron Rodgers, Calais Campbell, Cordero Patterson, Ndamukong Suh, Nick Foles. Alright, into the off season here. Let's look at the mock draft. It's got me taking Eli Mixon first overall. Oh, and Sammy Andrews and Bernard Blackwell. So 3 quarterbacks in the top 5 I'm taking apparently. Alright, interesting. But this will show us for sure which picks we ended up with. We ended up with the 1st, 3rd, and 5th overall picks. 8th, 9th, 10th, 15th, 22nd, 28th. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like having the 1st overall pick. We're not going to re-sign any of these other guys. We only re-signed Cameron Dantzler. That's it. We'll just, we'll get some players in the draft, and then we'll kind of pick some guys out of free agency after the draft, and then we'll just let the CPU autofill the rest again. Obviously, the goal here is to win a Super Bowl, but it's probably going to take 2 or 3 years to get to that point through the draft and free agency. So we'll go 1 more week here into the first week of free agency and start seeing who we can sign. Oh, we'll be able to see combine results now. That's good. Might start really looking at some of the college guys. Let's see who's available in free agency, though. We got all the money in the world. $92.9 million in cap space. We don't really want anybody too old. It's going to be multiple years before we're really competing. Just a bunch of old dudes up here at the top. Jordan Brooks, though, at middle linebacker. 81 overall, 26 years old. Devin White, too. Neither one of them really want to sign with us. Let's send Jordan Brooks something. Player-friendly deal. We'll up his salary a little bit. Give him a better bonus. We'll just go look by position. Nobody crazy at quarterback, and we're definitely going to draft one. Devin Singletary at running back, AJ Dillon at running back, Antonio Gibson, Donovan Peoples-Jones here. He's kind of expecting a lot of money, but only a 25-year-old star player. We'll throw him a 4-year player-friendly deal and see if he signs. Jeff Okudah here available. 25, star corner. Not really that expensive. We'll throw him a very player-friendly deal. We can look at combine results. Alright, Bernard Blackwell, this quarterback we were looking at as potentially the first overall pick. Elite change of direction, elite strength. Only great throw power. Oh, he did not have a good combine. Eli Mixon, the guy that wants us to take first overall, that I was looking at, you know, he's a scrambler. Would be an interesting choice. B's across the board. Elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed, elite throw power. Wow, he was the first quarterback in almost everything except bench press. Wow, Eli Mixon might be our first overall pick. Definitely the quarterback I'm leaning towards right now, at least. I had to look through the halfbacks. Doesn't really seem like there's anybody worth spending a pick on. We'll have to see what they look like after the pro day. This first round wide receiver, elite acceleration, elite agility, but only great speed. The second fastest 40-yard dash. So he's fast, but his speed's not great. So he's just got really good acceleration. He might be interesting. D catching traffic though, and D short route. But A deep route. But if we go with a scrambling quarterback, I don't know how much that's gonna matter. I'll probably wait and deep dive this kind of right before we do the draft. Go to the next week of free agency. We do get pro day results now, so I might have to spend some time off recording, digging through the prospects. Let's see if any of the guys we offered signed with us. Oh, we got all three of them. We got Jordan Brooks, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Jeff Okudah. So at least for the next 4 years, that takes care of middle linebacker, a decent wide receiver, and a decent cornerback. I think we're going to go ahead and shoot Alexander Madison a small, like 2-year deal here. We'll make it a 3-year deal, player friendly. I don't think we're going to get a better halfback out of the draft, or really anytime soon, so we can at least hold us over until we can get a better prospect. Here's the fourth mock draft. It does have us taking Eli Mixon still at number 1 overall, which is honestly what I might be leaning. It's just interesting to take a scrambler in a simulation rebuild, but we'll see. Obviously, we're not going to take 3 quarterbacks in the top 5, so Ben Murphy, this speed rush, I'll have to look into him. He might, well, I guess he's not going to be there, though, if the Patriots take him 2nd overall. We could potentially take our 3rd overall pick and trade it to the Patriots, along with something else to get that 2nd pick, though. But, I don't know, we might not need to, unless this dude, I'll have to look at him, unless he's like a generational player. With these other 2 picks right here, we should easily be able to get this right in and left in right here, if they're truly this good. Nigel Lashley projected top 5, left outside linebacker. But I'm going to get at number 10, interesting. We'll look a little more into him, too. Final week of free agency here. Let's see if we got Madison. We did get Alexander Madison. So in free agency this year, we signed Jordan Brooks to a 4-year deal, Donovan Peoples-Jones to a 4-year deal, Jeff Okudah to a 4-year deal, and Alexander Madison to a 3-year deal. All right, I'm going to take some time here to really scout some college players, and we will pick it up in the next episode where we will do our draft. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this concept and are looking forward to the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun shit. If you're here and you're not sure who I am, my name is WorthlessWatkins. I run a fantasy football community named the Worthless Fantasy Federation. Check us out. The Discord link is in the description. Just doing my best to help foster and create a community free of toxicity in the fantasy football space. There's not many of those that really exist. We run a lot of really cool leagues, so if you're looking for people to do fantasy football with instead of just having randoms in your leagues or joining random leagues every year, check us out. Hop in the Discord. Say you came from the YouTube. I'll show you around. We'll see if we can get you in some leagues starting up next year. We got a lot of new shit coming. All right, until next time, degenerates.